Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Aki again, back with another Clash of Clans video. In this video, we're giving away our second gold pass of the 47,000 subscriber giveaway. All you gotta do to enter is be subscribed, like this video, drop one comment to get one entry, max one entry. All the other guidelines are in the pinned comment and description of the video. I am gonna explain some quick things, so if you just want to skip to the attacks, they are all tabbed below, so you can just go ahead and skip. I just want to explain something real quick. A lot of people, once I post these one-shot districts, always start disliking the video because they can't get it in one try. Guys, they are hard to do, and they're on layouts that are stock. They're default layouts. It's people that don't change them anymore. And because Clan Capital is not as played as much as it was before, a lot of people have them. So don't worry, you will see them. If you want, just keep practicing, guys. I practice every week to get them down in very consistent order. Like at max level, they are quite hard to do. But for me, example, like I'm going to go first into Balloon Lagoon. I can actually nail that down quite quickly. So I just thought I would explain that. Do not just start disliking just because you can't get it in one try. It's going to take some time. Once you get it, you will feel really good. And let's go there now to Balloon Lagoon. I should also mention right now at max level, Dragon Cliffs is impossible. Skeleton Park, only 2 people in the world have ever done it. So it's very, very hard to do. So those are the 2 districts I will not be showing off in Balloon Lagoon. And every other district I am going to show, we're all going to just click the play button, and then I'm just going to start explaining. So first things first, we're going to get a giant at this tree, Barb straight in towards the air bombs, and then the Sparky in behind where the giant was. Haste spell down here, and then you're just going to kind of watch for a little bit here. Sparky's going to take the first shot. Once she takes the second shot at the rocket artillery, you are going to get a battle ram close here, kind of at this third wall. Watch this. It's going to go in. It's going to destroy this wall. What you want it to do is set off these 2 bombs, but you also want the 2 small, the barbs to get that building down, because then you can get 2 skeleton barrels in towards that rocket artillery. As that's going on, you are going to get a frost exactly placed like this. Turn your attention back here. Once this air bombs goes down, you are going to get in a battle ram to tank. At this point, you can take a little bit of a sigh of relief, get a jump spell down in here, and at this point, just watch. You can stay calm, you can breathe a little. The intro to it is kind of quick, but it's not hard. You can get it down. You can just practice the intro. After that, you're kind of just having fun. The next move of the attack is once those buildings at the top side do go down, you are going to get in a super dragon by this tree right here as your Sparky approaches this bomb tower. So watch this. Sparky's going to lock on, wait like 2-ish seconds. So count like 1, 2. I'll show you this. Watch. It's about to lock on. 1, 2. There goes the super dragon. That's it. Easy as that. As Sparky's about to take the second shot, you're going to get your remaining skeleton barrels by this tree right here. So watch this. Takes that second shot, moves across the wall. Here they come. Now what you want to do, see these 2 cannons, spear thrower and this air defense? You want that compartment to go down. Once that goes down, it's very important because you're going to get a battle ram in at that moment as your Sparky takes this shot. The reason for this is you don't want the battle ram to target this wall. You want it to actually tank this multi-cannon here, because that's very important. Those little barbs protect your Sparky. And now look at this timing. It's pretty much perfect. The Sparky takes a shot, and these little skellies run out in front. You don't have to worry about the Super Dragon. It's just going to kind of do its thing at the top side. You have 4 barbs left over. If you wanted, you could have deployed it at this Mega Tesla to have one of them. It's not required. Your Sparky has enough health, even though it looks less. It's still kind of at 25-ish%. Sparky's going to take a shot here at these cannons, take it down, and then lock on towards that bomb tower. Then you can get a barb down here at this trash building. Sparky's going to take a shot, clear out those spear throwers, and then the second shot's going to take care of the bomb tower. Then in front, you're going to get a barb right here to tank. I'm going to get another barb at this cannon, just to have continuous tanking for my Sparky. Going to feed in another barb. At this point, you're pretty much good to go because that spear thrower will go down. The barb will run in towards the dead zone of the rocket artillery. And at this point, it is pretty much just a little bit of a time battle. But usually, you'll have 10 to 15 seconds-ish remaining. Some attacks might be a little bit closer than others. But hey, not too bad for Balloon Lagoon. And one of the easier ones for me to do, at least in my opinion. And I think that'll be the same for you guys. Okay, the next district is Wiz Valley. This one also is one of the ones that I think is a little bit on the easier side. So what you're going to do is a haste spell over the bridge with a battle ram, and then you are going to get your Sparky once this bomb deploys. Perfect. And then you're going to move over here. You're going to get your skeleton barrels exactly in this position. That is very, very important. Now at this point, you're just going to watch. You're not going to have to panic here. The Sparky's going to take that down, Going to take 2 shots to take care of this wizard tower. What I really like to do, and this is kind of important, once this wizard tower goes down, you are going to get in a skeleton barrel towards the spear thrower. Look at this. I actually sadly got one of the barrels towards the right-hand side. That's actually a mistake. You do not want that at all. Over here, you can see the skeleton barrels break through that wall. That's perfect. At this point, my Sparky is going to fire at this air defense, going to take it down. I'm going to get a barb here to help with the cannon cart. Unfortunate that my Sparky got locked onto here, but it's not too big of a deal. It's going to go down quickly. Sparky does not take too much damage. Once she takes care of the spear thrower, you're going to get in a rage exactly in that position. As she's about to cross the bridge, you are going to get a giant through because it's going to tank the double giant cannons there that are going to do a lot of damage if they lock onto your Sparky. Going to one-shot this. Going to one-shot the air defense and wizard tower under the rage. And then be careful here. Once we get a skeleton barrel in towards here, we're going to get 3 barbs down in succession. I also did break this down with a battle ram, but that's not too important. You can get that at any stage of the attack just before it ends, though, because you want to make sure that's cleared out. At this point, you are just kind of watching. You're going to get through the spear thrower. These skeletons are going to set off a bunch of bombs here, which is great. Sparky's going to take 2 shots to take care of the air bombs. And now, as you can see, this bottom side compartment is cleared out, which is perfect. At this point, we are kind of just doing a waiting game. These little barbarians end up tanking for this wizard tower too, which was kind of spectacular actually for me because my Sparky doesn't end up taking any damage, which is perfect because the second shot is going to take care of that wizard tower. At this point, I'm going to get a barb under rage in towards this trash building, and then watch. This is very important for the order you're going to get here. You're going to get your skeleton barrel in. You're going to get your giant in as well because you don't want the giant to actually target that single target. Then you're going to get a battle ram to get those skeletons outside. Once this is all going on, you're going to let everything perform. You're going to get a skeleton barrel in towards this air defense. At this point, you're probably like, Aki, what's that zap used for? Just hold off for a minute. Giant's providing some excellent tanking. It's going to take 2 shots to take care of this first compartment, and then the skeletons are playing cleanup behind. No worries here. Your oh my gosh, your Sparky is at like 25-ish%. No worries because it's going to one-shot all these 3 spear throwers. You're going to have some skeletons coming in here to do some damage too. And this zap is used for actually this trash building right here. Because once your Sparky takes down that hut for the cannon cart, it's going to move and take care of the wizard tower. And then it's going to be under some fire, but that's all good because you're done. That's it. This one, a little bit harder. But actually, I think this and Balloon Lagoon are one of the easiest. And then we're going to move over to Golem Quarry, which also is actually not too bad. Okay, Golem Quarry is sneaky tough. It doesn't seem too bad, but it ends up being a little bit finicky at some points. So watch what I'm going to do. By this rock above it, we're going to go Battle Ram, Sparky, Battle Ram in that order. And then I'm going to get a Battle Ram Barbarian right there. Haste down. Once Sparky shoots, you're going to get in a giant. At this point, you can kind of watch. You're going to get 4 zaps right at that point to get those 2 defenses down. At this point, you want this barb to take care of this trash building. Once that goes down, that barb, you want the rocket to lock on towards your Sparky. You're going to get your Inferno Dragon in here. The rocket artillery is going to lock on towards it. And at this point, you can chill a little bit. You do not have to put anything down. You're good to go. The rocket's going to go down. The blast bow is going to go down, and the rocket focuses on your Sparky. Your Sparky's doing well here. Going to take probably one more shot, but it's going to be lucky. It's going to run out of the way. Here. Now the fun begins. Sparky's going to take 1 shot, and then once it's about to release its second shot, you're going to get some archers in at this rock right here. Watch this. Boom. Skeleton barrel at the top side, then this giant. This giant usually goes in towards this rocket artillery. Ended up working quite fine. I get the minions in towards here. My minions took the shot. You wanted actually that blast bow to lock on towards those archers first. So that was a little bit of a mistake. At this point, you're going to get in a skeleton barrel and a battle ram down at this point over here. As you can see, now we're going to turn our mind back over towards this rocket artillery. You're going to get a battle ram at the top side, barbarian at this trash building. At this point, you can breathe a sigh of relief. Everything's going good. Once these skeletons take care of this this blast bow, oh my gosh, you're going to get in a barbarian here to help out as well. I thought I would mention that. Here it comes any moment now. And then Sparky's going to make its way towards the top side. We have the 2 minions that survived, which is nice, but it would have been better if that blast bow had targeted those archers, and then we would have had all of our minions helping us out even more, because I have to make a little bit of a change here, which is actually not too drastic. Once that multi-mortar goes down, I am going to get in the skeleton barrel here to help us out. The multi-mortar will lock on towards our Sparky, which is totally fine. You just don't want it to take care of those skellies. I made a little bit of a mistake here. Once Sparky takes all of this down, I'm actually going to send in a Barb to help for this multi-cannon. I actually did not need that because those skeletons were there. The skeletons from the bottom side actually come out and help. I lure out the zap trap, was hoping that wall would be broken. It does not quite. Set off a bomb here. That's okay because we're going to take care of all of that. Now at this point, the skeletons should run out in front of Sparky. Even if they don't, my Sparky is healthy enough to take out those remaining defenses because they all are going to be able to be one-shotted. But as you can see, the skeletons run out in front. You're going to get that initial tanking. Sparky's not going to take too much more damage here, and it was quite healthy. There it is. So we had the kind of 15%-ish health, which is more than enough to clean out that last cannon, and just going to fire the shot, and you got your one shot. Now, I will see you guys at the next district, where they get a little bit tougher. Okay, a quick note on Goblin Mines. It might be one of the hardest ones to learn, but once you get it down, it becomes really... I should not say easy because it is so hard. Some people are going to crash out if I say that. But seriously, I mean that. But watch this. It's pretty difficult at the start, but this rage placement is so important. Check this out. I'm going to get it right in front of this reflector. Then we're going to get a battle ram at this tree, and then Sparky right at the bridge. After that wall's broken, you get a battle ram. Once it crosses the bridge, you're going to get your second battle ram in. Watch this lightning. And now, as your Sparky's about to shoot, you're already spamming to get that Super Wizard in. Look, it's in at this point. And now, you're going to get your second Rage there. And Sparky's going to take the shot. Once that Wizard takes care of that, you're going to get in your Giant over here. Lure the trap, second Giant down as well. Sparky under Rage takes that down. That's why that Rage is so important. As Sparky is about to shoot at the Spirit Thrower, you're going to get a Battle Ram under that first Rage. Gets out in front, tanks here. Sparky's going to take your second shot. That Hidden Tesla's popped because of that Battle Ram. As Sparky's about to shoot at this air defense, you're going to get in a Barb at the top side. Once this goes, you're going to get in a Battle Ram to tank. And now at this point, you can take a little bit of a breath. That's probably the hardest part out of the way. Now Sparky's going to move over towards this rapid rocket. It's going to take that down. Once the giant cannon locks on, you're going to get a Barb up here. Once this deployment zone opens up a little bit more, you're going to get 3 Barbs in at the Spirit Thrower. Once the deployment zone opens up even more, 2 more at this multi-cannon. At this point, your Sparky's over 50% health. Once it crosses this first wall, you're going to get a Battle Ram at this wall here. The Goblin Thrower is going to throw once. Your Sparky's going to shoot. Take care of that. No problems. You got no worries. At this point, you can look at the top side. I have 4 Barbs. They're going to take care of those Spear Goblins. So what I do here, because my Sparky play was absolutely picture perfect, you don't need to use all your Spear Goblins here. Watch what you're going to do. The Spirit Thrower is going to toss once. I'm going to get one of my Barbarians. It's going to toss twice. I'm going to get my second Barbarian. At this point, I'm not going to toss any more Barbarians. Usually, I would put my third one here, but I wanted to be safe as I was playing the top side. Do I have enough Barbs? Do I not? Do I need extra tanking? And because I knew my Sparky could take some damage because it was so healthy, it does not end up mattering. That's a trick that I've learned just because I played this so many dang times. But Sparky's going to throw here. Take a shot at this air defense. You need to get a battle ram in right away. Look, I waited even like a half a second, and that cannon locked onto my Sparky. Then I'm going to get this skeleton barrel here, Inferno Dragon, to get out that blast bow. No worries, because my Sparky still is fine taking that damage. And now I've got 2 Barbarians to help for this backside. What I'm going to do is help one out at this reflector, and then the second one, once this multi-mortar goes down, I'm going to tank that hidden Tesla there, or sorry, that Mega Tesla, I should say, because it does do a lot of damage to my Sparky. I'm going to get that out. It's going to do some damage, and then it's going to be able to be one-shotted as the Sparky's going to take its shot, and that's enough damage for it. The reflector takes 1 shot at Sparky. Not really too big of a deal. We have skeletons to take care of the cannon at the backside, and then the reflector is going to go down. We're going to wait up top. The Barbarian and the Wizard got the job done there. Now let's go into the next district. And, they're a little bit tougher, so just get prepared to be practicing quite a bit. I shouldn't say quite a bit, because once you get the hang of it, you'll be fine. Trust me. Okay, before we go into Barbarian Camp here, I want to give a quick shout out to everyone that's created these one-shots. Because remember, I'm not taking credit for that. There's guys like Sen, FGR. Shout out to him. Great YouTuber. He's done some of these one-shots. Also, I don't know the exact player that came up with this new method, but I do know he's a Chinese player. So shout out to him. I saw this on a different channel who posted it. One of the best and easiest ways to one-shot Barbarian Camp is this one right here. Guys, I've never had this much success with it. The previous version I was using was a little bit of a playoff sends method. I had just changed around a Barb and a Battle Ram, but this one was truly spectacular and way, way easier to pull off. So let's begin. First things first, you're going to start with 4 zap spells right here at this wall. After that, you're going to get a Battle Ram in towards this wall. Before, you're going to get your haste, then Sparky, and then a Barbarian out here. As that's being destroyed, your Sparky's going to take a shot at this cannon. It's going to open up the deployment zone, and you're going to get a barb at this this air bombs. Then you're going to get a battle ram barbarian to start doing some cleanup. Notice, I saved an actual barb, but I'm going to get a giant in front to tank here. Another battle ram barbarian behind opens up that wall. I wanted these barbs to clean up these, but that's fine. I'm going to get a rocket loon here at this air defense. Minions in behind to start cleaning up. At this point, you're kind of chilling. You want this battle ram to go down, air bombs to go down, and then you're going to get a minion. Once this air defense goes down, you're going to get a giant in to start tanking. I want these buildings to go down. Because I got the air bombs to go down with a single barbarian, I can use my extra barbarian here at this trash building. Minions now down at the giants. At this point, you are good. You're kind of chilling. Now, as this rocket artillery goes down here, you're going to get a battle ram to open up the wall, get some insane tanking, and then watch this. These little barbs are going to get enough damage off on this multi-cannon that it's going to distract and also not allow it to take a single shot at my Sparky. And as Sparky approaches this multi-mortar, you're going to open up the first wall because there is a Mega Tesla sitting behind. At this point, just stay clear and chill. I'm going to explain one key thing, though, that I actually forget to do. Do you see this multi-mortar? It's very close to going down. As your Sparky gets a little bit later in the attack, you can actually use a barbarian there to take that down. I totally forgot about doing that, which is my fault. At this point, Sparky's just going to take care of this giant cannon. It's going to take one more shot. Once it goes down, I am going to get a battle ram in right away to open this deployment zone up. Here, we're going to take some damage on my Sparky, which is totally fine. I'm actually not going to really invest too much here because I know it was going to go down. But this is what I meant. Right here is when I should have got in the barb, but didn't end up doing so. Sparky's going to take this shot here at the rapid rockets. I'm going to get a battle ram in right in front of the Mega Tesla, another one in, and this is when I remembered I should have had that barbarian down, which is totally my fault. Giant at the outside there to do some additional tanking. Sparky's going to take a shot here. I'm going to get, once that giant cannon goes down, a skeleton barrel down to do some more tanking, and at this point, our Sparky is healthy enough. Even though it was getting a little bit low here, it's going to be able to clean the rest of this up because it's got enough tanking. This could have been even cleaner, but I made some initial mistakes. But seriously, that was my second time ever using this, and we got the one shot. So really, really easy. A lot of fun to learn because, come on, once you get a one shot, you feel so good. Now we're going to go into the last district, which is Builder's Workshop. Okay, last but certainly not least is the Builder's Workshop. This one is made by Sen, so shout out to him. What we're going to do, we're going to click play. This one's a little bit crazy to do, but you're going to get a super dragon in right away to take care of the spear thrower. Once that goes down and it turns towards this multi-cannon, you're going to get one skeleton barrel right here at this air bombs. Once the skeleton barrels are about to go down, you're going to get another one introduced here. At this point, you're just going to hope your dragon doesn't take too much damage, but don't worry, you have an extra skeleton barrel for this attack, so do not stress. Now what you're going to do, once this air defense goes down, your super dragon is going to target this the spear thrower, but what you're going to do here is you're going to get in a battle ram right towards this wall to take care of the log trap, and then you're going to get another battle ram right up here. Once that goes down, you're going to get one graveyard spell, two up top, and now your super dragon should go down. If it goes down and does not take care of the wizard tower, don't worry. You're going to get a set of minions in towards here. At this point, once that goes down, you're going to get 3 skeleton barrels, giant. After the second shot is when you are going to get down your jump spell, and this is where the second skeleton barrel comes in safe. That one extra we have goes down right there. And now as these small defenses start going down here, you're going to get 2 sets of archers right down there. Everything's looking good. You're going to start with a battle ram down here. You're going to get 2 skeleton barrels in towards this giant cannon. Battle ram just like this. Barbarian right here for cleanup. At this point, you're pretty much going to focus on this left-hand side. Right now, once this deployment zone opens up, I'm pretty much spamming the battle ram because I want that to take the lead so it can tank the blast bow. Watch this. It's going to go out in front. And this attack, you don't have to rush, though, because time is never the issue. You just want to make sure you can save the last part of the attack. And remember, this one wasn't perfect. I didn't get that wizard tower down in the first time, but that's why you have the skeleton barrel. That's always kind of extra, because you only need one to take care of this blast bow. Now what you're hoping for is this ricochet cannon. Giant cannon to go down. Because once that does, here comes the reinforcement skellies. You're going to actually, once this deployment zone opens up, you're going to get a barb in towards this multi-cannon. that log trap is essential because at this point, now it's just clean up for all these skeletons because there's really nothing left that can take this down, especially no splash damage. And boom, the skeletons are going to get the job done for you. They're going to overwhelm the backside of the base. Let me know what you guys thought about the video. Did you guys enjoy it? Does it help? Remember, practice, 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 practice makes perfect. It takes time to learn, but it is so worth it because you are going to get so much capital gold. You can get over 60K. Let me know what you think. Remember to enter for the gold pass. It's in the pinned comment, all the rules, and the description of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you again very soon. Peace out.